Oh, the Wichita State argument. They better crank up their football program before they even consider that. All right, here we go, guys. What's on your minds? Cody, you're first.
I'm just really happy to see. I read an article today about them, Major League Baseball, opening the Negro Leagues back open to the Hall of Fame. When they did it back 10 years ago and opened it up to some Negro League players, it was an amazing experience that some got to get in. And Kansas City's own Buck O'Neil did not get that honor. That's okay. You know, he was okay with it. But not just for Buck O'Neil for them opening this up and his chance to get in, especially with the Negro League Baseball Museum being in town, but also for the names that he apparently used to carry in his back pocket, you know, the names that he thought deserved to be in the Hall of Fame. When all those names get in, when Buck O'Neil gets in, and the Negro League Baseball gets its representation in the Hall of Fame, it'll feel amazing, especially coming off a Hall of Fame weekend that saw great players. You know, ones from my childhood like Ken Griffey Jr., I mean, I used to imitate his swing every day. To get Negro League players in, for it to be even and fair, and for some of those guys to get a chance, including Buck, I'd be really appreciative, and I'm happy that Major League Baseball is opening it back up.
Yeah, Buck will get in, too, believe me. Rustin, what's on your mind?
Yeah, Cody mentions Ken Griffey Jr. I wanted to give a quick plug to the Ken Griffey Jr. video game on Super Nintendo. This is a millennial panel, and it got me through the 90s. It was one of the best video games in Super Nintendo history. But really, I wanted to talk about the Royals starting rotation real quick. It's been the biggest issue for the Royals, and I think it's the biggest issue moving forward. But I think the good news is that it's not as bad as maybe people think. When you look at their starting rotation in 2017, it will start out with Danny Duffy, Ian Kennedy, Yordano Ventura, and then you got to ask some questions. Okay, how do they fill it out? But I think the positive news, I think, is if you look at the Royals when they won the World Series in 2015, they had the 12th best ERA among starting rotations in the American League. They've proven that they can win without great starting pitching, but they got to find a way to get it back to good. Whether that's adding Mike Minor to the rotation next year, see if they can get something out of him. Ian Kennedy needs to pitch better. Ventura needs to pitch better, and they obviously need to go look for some pieces in the offseason. But I don't think they're as far away from having an average starting rotation as it appears right now.
Yeah, really, and they could really use that fifth starter no matter who that would be. TJ.
Football's back, Frank. Football is back. I am so excited. I'm going up to St. Joe next week. Training camp is here.
It's not that exciting, TJ.
Look, I'm a football guy, and I am the guy who gets into who the third string tight end is.
Yeah, you would.
I'm so excited. I'm happy it's back, but as you mentioned, the non-eventful training camp is the best kind of training camp. You don't want things to happen. If things happen and players emerge because you're a bad football team looking for players. If you're a good football team like the Chiefs, who I think could win 12, maybe even 13 games this season, you just want to make sure nobody gets hurt. That's it. Maybe somebody emerges. Maybe Chris Conley has a good camp. That would be really great for everybody to see that because they need an emergent wide receiver option. But no injuries. That's just what you need to look for. I'll be looking forward to seeing everybody up there on Saturday.
I think they're going to be pretty good this year, too. I think they got a great shot to win the AFC West. You know, and I wouldn't say that normally. You know me, I'm Mr. Grumpy. Okay, don't forget, coming up next, Graham Benziger with another in-depth and all-access pass, behind-the-scenes look at the show. Have a great night, everyone.